So we all know that the PTE offers an official mock exam where they give you a score. Now, there's only two reasons why I would ask someone to take the official mock exam. Now, given I know it's not free, and the money doesn't come to me by far. I don't work for PTE, right? You do have to pay for that test. Now, in comparison to the real exam, it's not that expensive. The real exam is about 375 Australian after tax. And then the mock exam is about $50, right? $50 after tax. So in comparison, it's a cheaper alternative, right? Of course, you can't use the score for your application, but we would rather spend a little bit to save a lot, because you can learn from the mock test and you know what to do on the real exam, right? You don't want to take that real exam over and over again, $375, right? Now, there are two reasons why I would ask someone to take the official mock exam. The first one being, if this is your first time. If you have never taken the PTE before, I would highly recommend taking the official mock exam first. And the reason is because you don't know how it feels to be taking this exam. It's fast. What I mean is, one question comes after another. You won't have time to read the instructions. It's just going to keep coming at you. So you need to know what questions are going to be on the exam. And that's why, for the most part, all the questions are always in the same order, right? On the real exam, they always come in that same order, okay? Now, the second reason why we want to take the official mock exam is because if you don't know why you're not getting the score you need, then we need to figure it out. But we can't watch what you did on the real exam, right? Because you might feel like you did everything perfectly on the real exam, but then your score doesn't reflect that, right? So how about taking the official mock exam and you record it? That way we can follow along, your coach, not me, or if I am your PT coach, but you can follow along and see what you did well on and what you did not do well on, and hopefully you can find out what you actually need to improve. And that is the reason why I'm making this video. It took a long time to explain, but it's because how are we going to go record it? Well, there's a couple things that you want to have, and there's a couple things that you want to do before you start taking the exam. Now, first of all, if you take a look at this computer, I actually don't have Windows. I actually had to go out to get a Windows computer just so I can demonstrate this, because most of my students use Windows, right? So when you have a Windows computer, Windows, for Mac is a different way, but when we're dealing with the ports, we're going to be talking about something very similar. In your computer, you got to check your ports. You see here we have the audio port 3.5, one 3.5 millimeter jack, and then we have the USB port. Why is this important? Well, the reason is because when you're taking the exam, you can't just use one of those Bluetooth headsets that you might have. You know, Bose, Beats, those expensive ones, $300, $500 for a headset. Yeah, the audio quality is excellent, but it's worth the shit for the speaking. So you can't use those. And the wired ones that come from your smartphones, you can't use those. Does not give you an accurate score, okay? And definitely do not use the default microphone inside the laptop, okay? That will not give you a clear assessment of your speaking. So we have to get a headset. Now, with that said, there are different types of headsets, right? There are different types of headsets. So I just showed you one port. So if you go out and buy a headset and you buy one with two ports, it's not an option. They're not giving you two ports because they want to know what your favorite color is, and then you just plug that in. No, there are two ports because one is for input, one is for output. Most computers don't have these anymore, but they still sell them, and they're not cheap. This one is cheap, but there are expensive ones as well. So if your computer only has one input jack, 3.5 millimeter jack, please buy the headset with only one. Now, the price difference, none. I got one right here for the exact same price. And as you can see here, this one only has one jack, right? So this would be more suitable, not more suitable. This would be the only one that will work for your laptop if you only have one port. Now, there's another alternative though, and it's what I prefer. I prefer to use USB. You see right here, this one's USB. Now, given USB costs a little bit more. The least expensive one I found here was about, I think 47, roughly $50, right? Australian. Now, is this the official one that they use at the test centers? Hell nah. You can order that if you want to, but in Australia, I can't find it. I can't walk into a store and buy it. I have to order it online. And it's going to ship from like Canada or Germany. The shipping is going to cost more than the headset. If you really needed it, then order it, but we don't need it. So that's why I just picked this one up at a local store. Now, the reason why I want to use this is because, it's digital sound and it's similar to what they do on the exam. They give you a USB mic. It is not the analog jack, the 3.5 millimeter audio jacks. So that's what I recommend using. So now that we know what setup we need, I'm going to take you to the laptop now. I'm going to start recording from the laptop and I'm going to show you how to record your screen, because that's very important. You want to record your screen, and then I'm going to show you how to test your equipment, how to know that you're actually using the right microphone, because that's very important. Sometimes I have people buy a headset, do a mock test, record it, and that microphone wasn't even on. All right, so as you can see, I'm at the Pearson website, right? Now, when we get here, before we start testing out the microphone, we want to turn on the screen recorder, okay? Because we want to see everything that we're doing on this exam, especially for the speaking. For the writing, not so important. You might be able to just take screenshots because nobody needs to see you type, right? So I'm going to show you how to turn on the Microsoft game bar. It's technically made for you to record yourself playing video games, okay? But we're not playing no games here. Now, it might not work the first couple times for some reason. That's what's happening with me. So let's run through it and I'll show you what you should do if it doesn't work the first time. Now, as you can see right here, we have the Windows start bar, right? You want to press that. Now, given this is touchscreen, if you don't have a touchscreen computer, just move your mouse over there and then click on it. Once you have that open, you want to type in GAMEBAR. Okay, oops, BAR. So you see game bar at the bottom and it pulls up Xbox game bar. That's what we want to open. Okay, again, this is touchscreen, so I'm just going to touch it. Now, if you had a non-touch screen, you would just click it with the mouse. So as you can see here, it gives you options. You can definitely record audio. You can capture things, okay, capture your screen, and then I guess take screenshots. But if you look right here, it only allows you to take a screenshot and your audio. The record button is actually not on, so it doesn't work, right? It's not working right now. That doesn't mean it doesn't work for you. That's the same problem I have been having. So what you want to do is just close this out. Okay. Now, what I had tried was minimize it, start from the beginning, right? Minimize it and then open it back up. But now, instead of going through the steps, I'm going to show you how to get there with the shortcut. Do you see down here we have window, the Windows button, and then we have G. Okay, I don't know why that closed, but let's open it back up. So let's hit Windows and G. And now you can see at the top, this is what pops up. Okay, this Windows game bar pops back up, right? So now we want to record again. So let's hit that record capture. And you can see now it's open, right? So what did I have to do? I minimized it as if I'm starting fresh. I minimized the window, opened it back up, and then just pressed Windows G. And it was the shortcut to open game bar. And now you can see that we have the record button. Again, you can just click on it with your mouse, or I'm just going to press the button. And now that it's pressed, you can see right here, it's recording now, right? It's showing you the time that it's recording. And you can see there's the stop button. And then next to it, which is very important, the microphone. Make sure your microphone is being recorded. Because if you take the entire test with no sound, what is the point of that? Right? So now, when you're done, obviously you will take a long time to do the exam. But once you're done, you hit that stop button. And it's going to tell you that your clip has been recorded. If you click on it, it'll take you to the video. If you don't click on it, it just disappears. So where is the video? Now, I'll minimize this. I'm going to get rid of the game bar.
I'll minimize it. If you go into your files folder, okay, right there, it's going to be inside videos. If you hit videos and you have capture, right? There you go. Now you're inside the capture and here is the video. Let's see if it recorded our video and sound. And now that it's pressed, you can see right here, it's recording now, right? It's showing you the time that it's recording. And you can see there's the stop button, and then next to it, which is very important, the microphone. Done. I was trying to stop it. It wasn't stopping. So I paused it. As you can see, it's recording the video, the demonstration, but it doesn't show the game bar, of course. The game bar doesn't show on your screen, and it does pick up the audio as well. Now, once you have your entire video of the exam, you can review it or have somebody review it for you. Now, let's go take a look at how we want to test our equipment. All right, so we're back on the Apple computer because I really don't know how to use the Windows, but it's very similar if you know how to use it. It's just the settings, okay? So before you test the computer, test your microphone, you need to make sure you check the settings. And this is the reason why. So we're going to go into that test computer, right? So click on that link right there. Now, most people will just record. They're going to press the record button and then they're going to say something. So for example, I'm going to do that right now. Testing, testing, mic check. Chicka, chicka, mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, does that mean if it plays back something that it actually recorded from this mic? No, because let's pretend that this is my default computer microphone, okay, on my laptop. Let's pretend it's that. Now, we don't really know. We can't tell which one's which. So if I play it back, let's see. Clearly it's playing something back. I'm not sure if you can hear it though. As you can see, I'll play it again. You can see the sound waves, right? It is recording something, but does that mean it recorded from this mic or that mic? We don't know. So that's not how we test a microphone. What you should do is try it again. We're going to record. We won't say anything. We want to tap on the microphone that we want. This is the microphone we want, right? We're going to tap on this and maybe even blow into it and see if it picks up anything. If it doesn't, that means it was your default microphone that was working. All right, so let's try that again. I'll press record. Oh yeah, of course. Oops, there you go. So I recorded longer than I should have. And that was it. I didn't say anything. All I did was tap on the mic or blow into the mic. And let's see if it plays back anything. Oh, maybe I heard a mouse click or something. That's probably all I heard. Other than that, there was no sound. What does that mean? That testing mic check wasn't really picking up from this headset. It was picking up from the default microphone. If that happens to you, you've just wasted your money. You just wasted your money on buying a new headset. You're just wasting your money on the mock exam, especially if you're trying to test your speaking, because it was not being picked up. So what you want to do is make sure you check the settings. So I'm going to go into the settings right now. I'm going to change something. So you see here, earlier, my output was automatically detected. It was here, but my input didn't switch over. You see, it was still on the Rodecaster Pro, which is the setup that I have right here. The microphone is working, it's picking up my voice right now, but the input wasn't changed over, right? The input needs to be on this microphone when you're doing the mock test, so you have to manually switch it or just manually check it just to be sure. Let me turn off the recording for this. I think there will be an echo. So now there's only one recording from here. You can probably tell now that the sound quality has changed, okay? Probably pretty shitty right now because this mic compared to this mic, now that's how it would be like on the exam, on the mock exam. You have a decent mic and then your laptop's even shittier mic, okay? So let's refresh that page and let's try that again, okay? And now I'm going to say nothing. Just tap on the microphone and breathe into the mic. Okay, so I don't want to record it for too long. You didn't hear a word out of me. But if I recorded some sound, that means the microphone was working. Let's give it a try. Clearly you see the sound waves. I don't know if you can hear it because I'm not sure where the sound is recording from, but I'll play it again. You can see the sound waves.
Did you notice a difference? Did you hear that there was actually tapping noises? I'm going to take the headset off. And you can hear me tapping on the microphone, right? That's a major difference. One tells you the microphone is working, and the other one told you that it was actually picking up sound from the built-in microphone. That's a no-no. We don't want to use that, right? We want to make sure that we're using the headset microphone. And that's what you have to test first. If it's not working, you got to go in and check the settings. Oftentimes, what I notice is that the audio ports, the 3.5 millimeter jacks, those are the ones that are not plug and play all the time. When you plug it in, nothing happens. The audio will work, but the microphone doesn't automatically turn on. All right. So those are the things that I think you need to do to have ready, to the equipment you need to have and the settings you need to check to make sure that you don't waste that $50 on the official mock exam.